What's up, Kryptonites? Welcome back, guys. We know that cryptocurrency and the blockchain are the kryptonite of our modern financial system. And we love it, don't we? Yes, we do. Guys, I'm on a roll. I've had some of my best trading I've probably ever had. And I owe it to you guys because doing these videos really helped me. Helping me teach you and talk about it out loud really helps me with my own trading. So I'm on a bit of a roll, guys. I think I've won about 5 out of the last 8 or 9 trades I've taken, mostly short positions. So last video, if you watched my last video, we had the trade live and we actually almost hit the price target during that video I was actually filming. We ended up hitting it later. I won that trade. And then I took another trade today that I won, and I will walk you through both of those trades and why I took them. And then we'll jump into the cards. We'll see what to expect from Bitcoin in the next couple days here. So without further ado, let's jump right into the charts because we love those charts. We're back to the TV today because it's just way easier. So let's first off talk about the trades I won, and we got to jump down to a smaller time frame to see them. So here was the trade from yesterday. I was literally filming my video right as we started pumping here. We came so close to hitting my price target during the video. I was so excited. I was going to be like, sweet, we won a trade while I was filming. Literally within like dollars. Bounced around, but eventually came up, hit my price target. Nice little 1-to-1.5 trade. So sweet, right? So now I was kind of expecting that we would see a liquidity grab. And what a liquidity grab is when you have a pretty obvious support resistance line that everybody's looking at. Big money knows that there's a lot of people with buy positions potentially right here, or sell positions right here, and people with buy positions if it breaks this level. So what they do is they just jack the price up and they catch the people who are trying to long and they trap the people who are trying to short. They get stopped out, the longs get trapped, and then they immediately take all that liquidity and they push the price down. This happens very, very, very frequently. You have to be very careful when trading any sort of range to make sure you get a break and you get a significant candle close, bare minimum, right? At least an hourly close above the line. And then if you want to be even safer, you wait for the retest of it. But at least an hourly big candle with volume. Otherwise, you get these liquidity grabs where big money just pushes it up and then takes liquidity and then goes right back down. So I was waiting. I saw this. Again, I've been trading long enough to know, okay, I see this pump, but I'm waiting for that candle close. And look at how the hourly candle closed. Almost like a hammer candle. And that's when I was like, okay, it's probably a liquidity grab, but I'll wait a little bit. So then, of course, we saw a nice bearish engulfing candle of that green candle. And again, I still waited. We get pumped back up one more time because we usually you get this first pump down and then you get one more push up, which is why you always keep your stop loss, high above that wick. And then you see the downward. It's like that break of market structure, right? It was making higher highs. Now it makes its first lower high, and then market structure is broken, and we're going to go down. So I literally waited for that. I was actually driving. I was doing Instacart while this was going on, and I was already like waiting. I've been like waiting for a couple hours here. Like, okay, I'm going to short. I was just waiting for the right moment. Finally, that moment came. We broke back in the pattern. I jumped into this, a nice little scalp, 1-to-1.5, rode this down to this support line. So pretty excited. 2 nice trade wins in a row. I'm on a roll, guys. I'm loving this. I'm loving trading these patterns. Again, there was other confluence too. I was also seeing different divergences. The stochastics were oversold right here. Down here when I took this trade, the stochastics were oversold here, overbought here. Sorry for the terminology mess up there. So I was using some indicators and there's lots of divergences too going into this one. So I was using a lot of indicators to help give me confirmation on both of these winning trades here. And as you can see, we might actually be trying to break above. And let's jump into my other chart here, which I'm going to show you more of the longer time frame because we always want that big picture in mind. Again, this nice resistance line here, which we have not come to hit yet. We're getting close, which makes me think that we actually still have some more bullish momentum to take us into this resistance line, I think, before a potential breakdown. But let's jump even on the shorter time frame. Now I've identified this box, I like to call it, of resistance that we've respected a couple different times. And as you can see, we're getting a nice pump right now, attempting to break that level. If we break this level, if we get a nice close above this and even a retest too, I think we'll see a big Nice shot back up because there's not a lot of volume traded in this area. We just broke straight through it. I think there's a good chance we actually, and then here I actually drew this out. This is the price target of this ascending triangle. And if we hit this, then we hit about 22,533 is the price target if we're able to. And again, it's looking very bullish here, like it might break out of this. Again, wait for an hourly candle close and or the retest before doing any trading. Again, not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research, make your own trades. Yes, looking pretty bullish here. Got a nice pump from this support line. Wow, yes. We do have this little thing I drew, which is just a little temporary resistance line, just in case, just to see how it reacts, and it's reacting to it a little bit, but I don't think it's that strong. So we'll see. We could all see. One thing I'm looking at right now is actually potential short opportunity because we are hitting this line here. We are hitting this resistance level here that's been holding us up, and technically we could still continue in this pattern. Hey, what do you know, the moon? Should I long or short right now? So we could actually be looking for a short position here if some indicators tell us that's what's happening, and we could end up getting a push down here. And one of the reasons why I think this is actually a likely scenario has to do with the DXY, and the DXY is actually at a very strong trend support line and is holding up decent. We had a nice wick right there, a lot of buyers stepping in to prevent this trend line from being broken. So yeah, I wouldn't consider this trend line broken. I would need to see that candle a lot more full. The fact that it had that much buying pressure on it is a again, this might have been sort of a liquidity grab, right? People were watching this trend line very closely. It comes to here and they trap some people by pushing it down a little farther and then right back into the pattern, right back up, which would send Bitcoin down because the DXY and the Bitcoin pretty much work in opposition to each other. So I'm actually looking right now in a very short term to maybe take a short on Bitcoin, expecting this sort of to be a potential liquidity grab, push back up into the pattern of the DXY. So, but again, on Bitcoin, we should be seeing a breakout here within the next, let's see, these are the 4-hourly candles, these are the 1-hourly candles. So within the next day, we are gonna reach the crescendo here of this ascending triangle. So we should see a breakout. Maybe I'll probably be asleep while this is happening, unfortunately. Lame. All the good stuff happens while I'm asleep. Real quick, let's check Ethereum. Again, Ethereum still being held down by some longer term resistance line. We actually contacted one of those, kind of the shorter term with this one here. So still looking pretty bullish. Again, I was seeing some analysts talk about a potential head and shoulders where you get this shoulder here, head, and then if we get a little more upside, we get rejected at around 1700 and then come down. Technically, that could be a head and shoulders pattern, which would take us down quite a bit on Ethereum, which isn't out of the question because when Ethereum dumps very hard, and Bitcoin could obviously dump out of this ascending triangle. This will take us all the way back down to 1,158, which would potentially kind of align with this other trend line here that we drew that has, decent amount of significance. Nothing crazy. I actually don't even know why this is, well, kind of works in a way. That actually, well, not really. I wouldn't call that much confluence right there. That's much deeper price target. So do I expect that? Pretty much if Bitcoin dumps again here, then yes, I would be expecting a big dump from ETH. But right now, Bitcoin looking very, very bullish. Oh my gosh, look at that. We might be breaking this line here, guys. I might be entering into a long soon, but again, I'm waiting for that hourly close and potentially even a retest and some volume as well coming in before I am doing anything, because these pumps, man, they really, like, big money loves to get you to FOMO in on these pumps, dude, and then just wreck you. So got to be very cautious when trading pumps. I'm always trying to get in on the support, or like right here, honestly, we should be looking to short potentially if we get a reaction. But right now, we're not getting any sort of reaction from this line. So yeah, guys, definitely something to keep an eye on. I don't know if you're awake right now, but keep an eye on this potential break out of this ascending triangle, which would, again, shoot us up pretty fast, I think, to 22.5, which would be my next price target. Let's see if we can establish any other, price target action here from this level. Again, maybe you get some support here. Yep. Actually perfect confluence with this wick right here. right around 22.6, pretty close. Actually get this nice, there's a wick right there. You can even do the wick right there. So kind of in this range, right? 22.4 to 22.6 is almost like a range that you could potentially take some profits if you did end up taking this long position here that's gonna come up in a second. So just some trade ideas. Again, trade at your own risk. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you want to use this link to an exchange. You are more than welcome to do so. It definitely helps support me and my growth on this channel. My growth as a trader, guys. I am looking to be one of the best traders this world's ever freaking seen. So thank you for being along the journey with me. Thank you for supporting me. And let's ride this together, and let's go to the freaking top, dude. I'm ready to go to the top. I hope you're coming with me. Those of you that are early on this ride, appreciate you OGs. So anyway, guys, save your money, grow your money, buy Bitcoin, because we all know fiat is going to zero. It's the ultimate crap coin. Stay safe. See you on the next one.